Gogglebox star Stephen Webb has been defended by his ex for his Celebs Go Dating behaviour after being brutally branded a 0-10 date. Stephen split from his co-star and husband Daniel Lustig earlier this year after admitted he switched off from the relationship, but that hasn't stopped him coming out in support of the star. Stephen has already been on a date with a 22-year-old named Ben, who insisted he was too ill to continue their drinks together. However, the second date didn't get much better for Stephen when he was called out for his behaviour. He met with a driving instructor named Dean, but it all turned into a bit of a car crash. His date declared he'd never been so disrespected as fans later waded in online, but Daniel jumped to Stephen's defence. "I have known Stephen for 11 years, and he has only ever shown me kindness and been very generous," he said. "Yes, his personality is marmite, but he doesn't mean any harm, it's just jest. You either get it, or you don't. Since I've known him he has helped people out in charities, gone to hospitals to visit people who have been fans of the show. This is not the signs of a creep," told Mail Online. Stephen kicked off the date by ordering Dean a drink as they tried to decide what to eat. However, the TV star cheekily asked, "Do you like meat, Dean?" He replied, "Of course I do." Stephen quipped, "Do you like tongue?" Dean replied, "Not to eat, but to kiss someone, yes." Speaking to the camera, Stephen said, "I am bringing out the big guns, the banter, the innuendos." But Dean just isn't buying it. They then started to discuss Dean's work as a driving instructor, which Stephen pretended to yawn at. He then asked, "Have you ever said anyone in the back of your car? Do you want to anyone in the back of your car? Is your car outside?" A stunned Dean laughed as he replied, Have I said any of my students?" "No, I have not." Stephen then asked about Dean's sexual preferences, which he revealed he doesn't do anything on a first date. The Gogglebox star quipped, "I think that's boring," to which Dean replied, "Well, call me boring then." Stephen did brand Dean boring, which didn't go down well. Dean ended up explaining he was looking for a relationship, but told Stephen, "You just want to F." Stephen wasn't impressed by the remark as he said, "That's not my vibe at all. I mean, I could do with one, I am not going to lie. But I am a little bit insulted by that actually. You are getting a vibe from me that all I want is AF." Dean replied, "I mean just jokingly in the conversation, the language we have been having." Stephen interjected, "You have been quite sensible all night, we are on a first date. I thought you might be a little bit more fun." Dean hit back, "I think you are being a little bit full on with me." The bill then came, to which Stephen remarked, "I think when the date hasn't gone great we go 50-50ths. Dean added, "For me with my generation, we just do that. It is a kind of common decency in a cost of living crisis." When the waiter came over with the card machine, Stephen quipped, "Do you know what I am going to get it? You are speaking of the crisis. I am going to head off. I don't think the date has been successful. Good luck with everything." After the date, Dean brutally told the camera, "Out of 10, I would say this was a 0. I have never been so disrespected or spoken to so badly on a first date before." Viewers at home were stunned by the date as one said, "Stephen talks like a horny teenager. #Celebs Go Dating." Another added, "I just can't take to Stephen."